The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Okay, ready?
Second down and 3. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. On second and 12. Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in the defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there. And
his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. Throwing his Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Another run here with Sanders. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouth.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First down, Howell to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
There's no doubt that Curtis Samuel Washington will both welcome a redo at his first year there. Injuries kept him to less than 100 snaps across 5 games. Everyone's hoping a return to help gets him back on track, where he's making a push for his first 1,000-yard season in Carolina. That catch there, good for a first down.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Howell out of the shotgun.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there. And
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's Howell. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Now they go play action with Howell. That one complete downfield to Thomas.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Howell down to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Howell completing the quick throw out wide.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Howell looking to throw again. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf.
Oh, Hal loses it.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now Howell.
And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right back to Sanders on first down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. In motion left comes Brown. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Quez Watkins. 60 yards.
And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
It's Howell with another throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll go play action. Howell.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
Come on.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. It's a second down run with Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
70 Rangers, 60 Bobcats.
Hurts. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Let's go now.
Up the middle they go with Sanders.
Brought down at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Warriors 70. 18, Pioneer. Buffalo 18.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
79 Broncos. Top 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 19 Lion. Not saying 19.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there are set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one's pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Here we go, here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. In motion right is Smith.
19 tight.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. The quick slant caught. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Philadelphia, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.